Hello and welcome to the first live stream and live watch along of the new year. Happy New Year, everyone. As you can see in the corner, we've got a new date system, and you can see, of course, a new live watch along sign as well. Of course, today is the 4th of January 2024. Welcome in, everyone. New logo above us, new colour scheme as well, as we welcome the FA Cup game, Crystal Palace versus Everton, the first round 3 game of the season. Yeah, that's right, of the FA Cup this year. Hopefully you're all going to enjoy the stream. If you do, drop a like and subscribe as always, and if you do subscribe as well, it comes up above my head next to the subscribe button, and that changes from a 5 to a 6 for the next person that subscribes. Hopefully you enjoy the stream, and yes, I think that's everything that I need to say. I'm not too sure if the live chat is working a minute, so I just need to check that on my phone, so give me a second, because I need to see everyone's messages, of course. Hopefully you're having a fantastic new year, and yeah, it's working. Welcome in, Kieran. Thank you very much for joining and testing out the live chat. I can now see the messages, as we have a light show going on at Sellers Park. Looks very interesting, very smart. What a stadium it is. The rain's coming down in London tonight, but hopefully hopefully the game is much better than the weather this evening. I do hope you all enjoy the stream. So Kieran, how are we doing, mate? How are we doing? Players are gathering in the tunnel. Just a few years ago, this was an FA Cup tie as well, where Crystal Palace beat Everton 4-0. I've gone for a similar prediction tonight. I've gone 2-1 to Palace to get through to the 4th round of the FA Cup. And the teams are on their way out. Here we go then. FA Cup football time. Plymouth losing Azaz and Cundle. Yeah, I think that's absolutely huge, mate. I do think that's huge, because it's two crucial midfielders. You know, they've started majority of the games for them, two solid players. But you know, when you're that good of a player, and you're only on loan, that's why you run the risk. You're good. Any news on Hull? Any new signings close? Do let us know. I know you're linked with Benson. That would be some signing if you got him. Right, it's gonna be the first half of the game. Let's get that ready. Let's also get ready the timer. We are 5 minutes away from kickoff, people. 5 minutes away from kickoff at Sellers Park on this Thursday evening for a bit of football action. 7 years ago now. It's 2024, isn't it? 7 years ago, Crystal Palace made it to the FA Cup final, only to lose 2-1 to Manchester United. Unnamed player to be announced before or on Saturday. Very exciting news there for Hull City, as the players are on their way out from the tunnel at Sellers Park. Well, it's not even the tunnel. The Everton players are lined up side of the tunnel. Hello, Coach's Corner. How you doing, mate? Welcome to the stream. Let me know your score predictions in the chat, guys, as always. Teams walking up onto the pitch, and of course ITV, it's an advert. Love to see it. Hopefully it's Benson or Ryan Kent. It'll be very quick business from Hull if they got Benson in already, I must say. So from my guess, if it is out of them two, I'd probably say it would be Ryan Kent, because I can't imagine a loan signing being done this early in the window. But always proven wrong. As for the Swans, we've got Morecambe this Saturday in the FA Cup, so interesting. Kieran's gone 2-1 Everton, interesting that. The lineups are above me. Two teams have both gone very strong in their approach. I think it's Everton have dropped Pickford, and Crystal Palace have dropped. Who normally plays on the wing for Palace? Are you? Is it? Yeah, pretty sure. Don't watch too much of Crystal Palace. They're given a usual bench player a game today, so hopefully it's a good game as always. Anticipating a few goals as always, magic of the FA Cup, and hopefully you will enjoy the stream. Also, what are your thoughts on the new channel name? Of course, changed it just last night as well. Phil Jr. is back in Feb, and we play Swans on 10th Feb. Well, he's definitely scoring a hat trick. Sean Dyche and Roy Hodgson shaking hands, and the game, when you know that's happening, you know the game is moments away here at Sellers Park. Yeah, Swans always do tend to struggle away at Hull. Here we go. Sean Dyche, what a job he's doing at Everton, I think it's fair to say, because yes, they're 17th, but the 10-point deduction has hit them hard this season. And if you add those 10 points on, they're almost in the top half, I believe. The Crystal Palace player they're given a chance to is Franca. Yes, he doesn't normally start for them. Apart from that, it's very strong. Richards, you could argue, is a rotation player. Schlupp as well. But it's a really strong team. Same as well for Everton. Probably a stronger lineup than Crystal Palace is. You could argue Coleman's in. Branthwaite has been incredible this season at centre back for Everton. Raining in London. Roy Hodgson just putting on his HUD. Ebiawi is on the bench for Palace. He was awful at Hull last season. Yeah, I remember last January there was a lot of hype around him. Never really made a name for himself at Hull. We're going to have Crystal Palace to kick off here in just a second. What team do you support? I'm a Swansea City fan, mate. Welcome to the stream, and hopefully you enjoy it. Right, Everton will get us underway in this one. Kicking from left to right in the first half. Let's get this timer spot on. The FA Cup third round is about to begin. Here we go. Referee blows his whistle, and we are underway here in London. And straight away it's a long ball from Everton, looking to play some direct football. Palace like to enjoy the football at their feet. So I think we're in for a thrilling encounter this evening here in London. Any football related questions, do get them in the chat. Let me know what you think of the new logo above me as well. New channel name as well. But yes, Lucas, I am a Swansea City fan. Season ticket holder in the West Stand, East Stand. Here's Tarkowski, diagonal ball out to the left, trying to find McNeil. Finds him really well, to be honest. I watched the Everton City game. When was that? Just after Christmas, I'm pretty sure. Just before Christmas, it was one of them. Everton played some really nice football. And I think Sean Dyche is really underrated, the job he's doing here at Everton. As I say, if it wasn't for the 10-point deduction, they'd be a lot higher up in the league. Here's Dan Juma on the ball. A loanee from Villarreal. And another loanee from Villarreal I think it's worth talking about, as we're on the topic of Premier League teams. Sheffield United are hoping to strike a deal with Villarreal for striker Ben Brereton Diaz in a bid to survive the drop this season in the Premier League. Interesting, that one. What do you think of the Morton red card? I can't lie, on first glance I thought, why is everyone complaining? But when you slow it down and you see the replay, then you can see it's not a red card. And I've seen, of course, it's been rescinded. He'll be available now for Hull. I do like this Everton kit they're playing in, by the way. It's like a grey, and the badge. It's not quite their usual badge. It's just the. It's like, was it the house? I'm not too familiar, to be honest. I'm not an expert on kits. And the Palace kit, they're in their blue kit with the stripe coming across the front with the red trimmings. Jeffrey Schlupp, the cameras are zooming in on. What a player! He was at Leicester, wasn't he? I'm pretty sure. 2 minutes in, there are big chances in this game so far. We talked about the job that Sean Dyche has done, but Roy Hodgson in his career has done amazing stuff. Pass on the attack, shot from the rest of the box, and the Everton goalkeeper hangs on to it well. First shot of the game, it was on the half volley for Jeffrey Schlupp, and that got the home crowd off their seats early on in this one as the Palace faithful get into full voice. Palace just giving the ball straight back to Burnley. I seen Sean Dyche as manager and I seen Tarkowski. It instantly made me think of Burnley. Coleman, captain in the Everton side tonight. Long ball goes out of play. Dean Henson in between the sticks for Crystal Palace tonight. Of course, he's had some really good loan spells over the last few years. At Sheffield United for 2 seasons, helped them promoted to the Premier League. And where was he last season? Wasn't he at Nottingham Forest last season? I'm pretty sure he was. I might be wrong on that one actually. Where was Dean Henson last year? Anyone know? Do let me know. I feel it's the new year, and I have lost all my knowledge on football. As Dan Juma comes down the left hand side, crossing the box. Oh, it's run all the way through to Coleman the other end. Garner on the ball now for Everton, trying to build something up. Garner, another ex-Manchester United player. Everton will go all the way back to Tarkowski. Tries another diagonal ball across the pitch, getting a little bit of joy on that so far, Everton. Here's Tarkowski, marching forward. Down the line to Coleman, chops inside. Planning on doing quite a lot of FA Cup content in the coming days, guys. Dean Henson getting closed down by Calvert-Lewin. Cleared away. Here we go, here's Eze on the ball here. Shrugs off a player, goes backwards to Klein. And Anderson now. It's a solid defensive partnership they've got, Crystal Palace, with Mark Geehee and Anderson, and then Dean Henson behind them. Mitchell at left back even. It's really strong, and all of them still pretty young, apart from, of course, Klein. Cross-field pass there by Schlupp, intercepted by Brandthwaite, who, by the way, has had a fantastic start to his season this year. He's tall, he's quick, he's good on the ball. Seems too good to be true. The long ball from the goal kick up to Calvert-Lewin. He's done well to hold on to it there. Anderson clears, bounces back, and Calvert-Lewin tries to keep it in on play, and he's offside. Simple decision there for the official. First one he's had to make of the evening. Bit scrappy there from Crystal Palace at the back. So any early predictions for the FA Cup then, guys? Let me know who's going to win it all and who's going to be a dark horse and have a good cup run this season. Will it be one of these two sides? For me, I think whoever wins the Arsenal-Liverpool game, they will have a really good cup run. but as an underdog, I do think Aldershot Town have a chance. Chesterfield as well. Two National League sides. Chesterfield's having a fantastic season in the National League, top of it. But they've got some really good players. Tom Naylor, Will Grigg, Paul Cook as the manager even. So they seems like they've gone all in on getting promoted this season back to the EFL. Not much happening in this game so far. 7.5 minutes in. Here's Mateta coming down the left hand side. Palace counter attack is on. Mateta down to Schlupp. And Everton do well there to recover the ball. McNeil. They're always looking from that switch from right to left. Looking for Arnaut Danjuma, the Villarreal loanee. He's got a lot of pace to burn, has Danjuma. Was brilliant for Bournemouth. On loan at Tottenham for the second half of last season. Didn't really do as well as people expected from him. He's got another chance here in the Premier League with Everton. Free kick for Crystal Palace inside their own half. Go for the switch ball. Cross to the left hand side. Here's Schlupp. Taken on by Lerma. Coleman gets the ball away, and it's a throw in high up the pitch here for Crystal Palace. Good opportunity to try and get the ball into the box, but instead they go backwards. Mark Geehee capped it in Crystal Palace this evening. He had a good cup run with Swansea City just a few years ago in the Championship, only to get knocked out by Manchester City. Ball goes down the line on the right hand side for Palace. Eze fouls his man, and that's going to be a free kick to Palace. Everton, sorry. God, it's already getting the teams mixed up. Not a good start. Well, we've got a lot of action going on in the FA Cup this weekend. Of course, this is the only game going on tonight. But tomorrow evening we've got 3 games, including Brentford hosting Wolverhampton Wanderers. That one was a 5-goal thriller just after Christmas. Second game going on is Fulham hosting Rotherham at Craven Cottage. It's a mid-table Premier League side versus bottom of the Championship, who recently appointed Liam Richardson as their new manager. And since his appointment, they've done alright, to be fair. They've got 2 good draws and a win in the last few games, drawn to playoff hopeful Sunderland and beating Middlesbrough, both at home though. Away from home, they're not so good. And the final game on tomorrow evening is the 8 o'clock kickoff. It is Spurs hosting Burnley, an old Premier League tie in that one. Everton on the ball, playing some nice football here. Now the long ball up towards Calvert-Lewin. Is he going to reach it? It's bouncing around in the penalty area and goes all the way through to Henderson. Not the most entertaining start to the game. Both sides have had a somewhat chance. Palace were the only shot on target in the game so far. But Everton still a threat coming forward. Here's Anderson across the penalty area to Geehee as Palace try and build out from the back. As he flicks it on to Lerma. Nice play here from Palace. They're drawing the Everton players in. Their man marking gets tested early on in this one. Eze. And referee blows up for the free kick here. To Palace inside their own half. Nothing for Everton to be worried about this early on. It was Lerma and Onana. Onana just clattering straight through him. Here's Eze approaching the penalty area. Goes down. Referee says free kick away from him. Clear dive. And I thought that as well, to be honest. He's leaped like a frog. Eze tries to get past Onana. He just tries to make contact. Eze. Onana's trying to back off. That's actually embarrassing from Everton Eze, and he's received a yellow card for it. Awful dive that. Throw in for Crystal Palace on the far side, inside their own half. Then what can they create in this one? It's been a good opening 12 minutes. Not many chances, but here come Everton on the left hand side. Danjuma into penalty area, cleared away by Anderson. Only as far as Onana. Go back to Tarkowski. He'll try the long ball, and that one's going out of play. Not the greatest switch there from James Tarkowski. He's having a good season though at the back with Jared Brandthwaite. Really have cemented their places into Sean Dyche's team. I think Brandthwaite's only 21. He's brilliant for his age as well. Klein. Down the line it goes. Bit of head tennis. Onana tries to tidy up the play, and it's poorly given away there by Jack Harrison, who Everton fans want him to stay at the club beyond his 1 year loan spell from Leeds United. Let me know in the chat what you think about that. Brandthwaite switches to play, and once again Palace are able to clear it. Well, already it looks like Palace are just going to let Everton hit the long balls at them, because so far they haven't really been dangerous at all. How you doing, mate? Yeah, I'm alright, thanks. How are you? Enjoying the FA Cup game, of course, the first one of round 3. How you doing? Welcome to the channel if you're new, and if you're not new, then thank you very much for sticking around. This, of course, 1,506 subscribers. It's difficult to remember everyone. Everton win the loose ball in the midfield. Go backwards. And that's another long ball forward. Very predictable here from Everton. And Palace have made a mess of it. Into the box it goes for Everton. Cleared away, and it's easy for Palace to tidy up. But of course, Palace, that's a warning sign. Not dealing with the balls over the top, but like they should be. If you're just joining the stream, hopefully you end up enjoying it. Please do drop a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I've recently changed the name of the channel to make it more specific to football content on the channel, and hopefully you end up enjoying the stream. Any questions, be sure to pop them in the live chat, and enjoy your evening. Seamus Coleman on the right hand side puts it inside to McNeil. McNeil left footed into the box, cleared away. Onana's waiting for it. He's got a battle with Eze. He's lost it. Edge of the box, Calvert-Lewin, Danjuma opening here for Palace. Everton. Oh my. Honestly, it's too early. Chelsea fan here. No other football match I'm interested in, so why not? Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. First time here. Who do you support? I'm a Swansea City fan. Swansea City fan. We tend to do quite a lot of matchday vlogs on the home games. And for the away games, not much content, but we do weekly Championship and Premier League predictions, and where possible, live watch-alongs for the games. Throw in for Everton, Dan Juma. Be quite helpful if I remembered which team's which. As soon as the New Year's hit, I just feel like I've completely forgotten absolutely everything. Because Dan Juma got Harrison on the overlap, he's now switched over to the right hand side. Poor pass, and well played there by Richards. Getting a chance tonight in this Crystal Palace team. It's getting a bit scrappy in the middle of the park. Mateta had 3 Everton players around him. Who do you want to win this one? Well, I'm not really too fussed who wins, so I don't really mind. But I have backed Palace in my predictions for a 2-1 win in this one. Let me know your predictions in the live chat, guys. Really interested on your thoughts on the game. I did put on the community tab my plan for the FA Cup weekend. We've got, I think it's like 6 watch-alongs over the course of the next few days, and 1 matchday vlog being Swansea versus Morecambe. Excited for that one. Hopefully we have a new manager by then. Looks like Luke Williams will be in the dugout. Harrison, oh, that is a really poor cross. Really poor from the Everton skipper. Hope Palace get the dub. Crystal Palace have had a very up and down start to the season, haven't they? I know it's like the midway point now, but they didn't start off too well. They've picked up though as soon as Olise and Eze come back from injury. They've been a lot better in recent weeks. "20 minutes in, goal kick to Palace, goes long. And the ball's coming straight back to him with Dan Juma into the penalty area. He's beaten Geehee. Oh, what a save by Dean Henderson. Tips it over the top. Did Dan Juma make the wrong decision there? Should he have gone across the goal instead of trying to go near post? We'll get a better angle here. Geehee has done really well there. He's pushed him to the side of the penalty area, and he's forced him onto his weaker left foot. Brilliant defending there from Mark Geehee. McNeil, into the box it goes. Cleared away. Was that Geehee again? No, it was Mateta. Fantastic there. And Everton piling the pressure on here, and they'll have another corner. Okay, I like the forwards from Palace. Get revenge on Palace. Fair enough, mate. Oh, Henderson's dropped it. Oh, he's recovered well, but a nervy moment there for the Palace goalkeeper. Ooh. He's usually a trusty pair of hands, but not on that occasion. Everton the other week when they beat Chelsea were fantastic. What's your thoughts on Chelsea's season then? What's going wrong? Is it just a point of just trying to be patient with the process? Because it's very inconsistent from Chelsea, from a neutral's perspective. But of course, fans of Chelsea will have a better idea of what's going on. Palace with the ball in the middle of the park. Go backwards to Anderson. Here's Geehee. Almost caught in possession. Everton with the high press here. Man to man. All of the first 20 minutes it's been Palace on the ball and Everton man to man with them. Just constantly on their shoulder. Tarkowski. Down the line, it's gone to Calvert-Lewin. He's done well to get to that. And offside, says the assistant. Good call from the assistant, by the way. I'm not too sure if these games have VAR. I presume the ones at the Premier League grounds have VAR, so this one included. Um, which is a bit inconsistent from, in the competition, because if, the lower leagues, they won't have a chance on getting a correct decision, say it's a wrong decision. Whereas these big clubs can have a chance in getting the right decision. Saying that, VAR doesn't always get the right decision. Make the right decision even. Here's Mark Geehee. Down to Eze. Inside their own half. Everton still really high in their press. And a lovely bit of work there from the Palace team to get away from trouble and come over halfway. Here's Franca. Edge of the box. Fouled, and referee said free kick right on the edge of the box here. James Tarkowski penalised, and this is a really good opportunity here for Crystal Palace. I fully expect it to be Eberechi Eze over this one. Well, it was a lovely bit of play to get himself out of trouble in the corner. Eze run the ball down the pitch, over to Klein, down the line to Franca, and he's dribbled towards the penalty area, very direct, and been fouled on the edge of it. Very good play there from the youngster. Crystal Palace with an early opportunity here. They've already had one shot on target, and it is Eze over the ball. Fully expected this one. It's to the right of the penalty area, but still inside the D. So not really to the right, but you get what I mean. Right of the penalty spot. As you look at the box. What's he gonna do here? Will he find the back of the net? Eberechi Eze. Just under 25 minutes played at Sellers Park. Eze steps up. Way too much on that. Way too much on that. He's just absolutely... He sent it like a bullet, and he's ended up hitting someone in the crowd. Just a composure, mate. We play really well, in my opinion. Lots of possession, great passes, but children in the final third with composure. We finished chances. Yeah. I watched the Chelsea Man United game, and I must say, when you were passing out, I'm a Swans fan, and the Swansea way is a lot of possession, but I just felt really nervous a lot of the time when Chelsea were on the ball. Just did not feel comfortable with it. I think you need a lot. I know you've made a lot of signings, but I think you need a lot of another load of new signings if you want to play that way, to play possession-based football. Because with these players, I don't think so. There's a few that'll fit, but a lot of them just don't look comfortable on the ball. Such a good free kick position. Completely agree. He's just absolutely skied it. Wasted opportunity there. I seen Hodgson smiling about it, but in a game where we're 25 minutes in, there's not been many chances for either side. Has to be doing better. Oh wow! It was a corner from Everton, gone all the way through, and Crystal Palace lucky escape there. Well, this right winger for Crystal Palace so far, Franca, has been doing very well in the first 25 minutes. Let's have a look at this corner kick from Everton. Oh, it's kept up with the foot of Dean Henderson there. Wow, very close to an Everton opener. If you're enjoying the stream, be sure to smash the like and subscribe to the channel. Be much appreciated as always. Palace with the long ball from the free kick. And it's going to run all the way through to their goalkeeper. Rotated goalkeeper. There's not many rotations in either side this evening for the FA Cup tie. Pickford's dropped to the bench for Everton, and other than that, it's more or less full strength. As for Palace, they've put in Franca and Richards. Apart from that, it is usually their first 11. But you know, everyone that's been rotated in so far has been doing really well, must say. Really impressed with Franca so far for Crystal Palace. If Palace are trying to advertise him for a loan move, he's impressing so far. Here's Jefferson Lerma, formerly of Bournemouth. Anderson sprays a pass out to the near side. Mitchell struggles to get to it. And ball going out of play for an Everton throw in. Henderson, man of the match so far. Yep, I probably agree. He's made a fantastic save from two big saves now. Harrison to Coleman. Nice one-touch football here on the right-hand side for Everton. They're finding the gaps here. They've got 5 Palace players surrounded and they're just passing through them. But Palace win the ball back here. Moving it from left to right. It's a very high press from Everton. I've mentioned it a few times already, but really impressed with the work ethic off the ball from Everton so far. Mitchell. Now Lerma. Sees space over on the right hand side. Here's Franca, number 11 for Palace. And Jared Brentwaite done really well there. Was it Mikolenko? Apologies, Mikolenko. Ukrainians done really well there. Just under half an hour played. It's not been the most entertaining game, but we're starting to see a few openings here and there from either side. Well, do let me know how your Christmas was and New Year's, and if you have any questions, do pop them in the chat. Football related or non-football related, ask away. Love from... I can't see what... I need someone to put a new message in the chat to see that. The thing is, on my screen, I can show you at half time. I haven't actually signed into the stream website I'm using, so there's a massive heart in the way, and I can see love from Canada. I can't see the word there. But love from Canada, thank you very much for watching. Really do appreciate it. What time is it over there? And what's the weather like over there? Because Canada, usually at Christmas time, get quite a lot of snow, nice weather. Never snows in the UK. But yeah, really appreciate the support. Thank you very much to everyone that has joined. Really do appreciate it. There we go. Love from Montreal, Canada. Wow, very nice. Last game between was 3-2. Hoping it gets more exciting in the second half. Yeah, completely agree, mate. So far, it's been very conservative from both sides. I think Everton probably have been the better side so far. Playing some nice football. Welcome in. Lynn Yap. Hi, watching from Kuala, Malaysia. Wow, Happy New Year. Thank you very much for tuning in, mate. Really appreciate it. Happy New Year to you as well. Hopefully you're enjoying Everton versus Crystal Palace so far. Let me know if you're watching it as well as the stream, or if you're just relying on me to give you all the updates. Thank you very much. We've got 2 international watchers. Wow. Christmas was great. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. JP's asking, do you have a horse in the race for this one? I don't. I do not mind who wins this one, but I have predicted Palace, but I'm not fussed if Everton do win. As long as it's an entertaining game, I'm happy. No snow at all this year. For Christmas and New Year, it's the first time in a long time. Yeah, usually on YouTube you can find a few live webcams, and there's one of Canada. It's on like these crossroads, and I didn't look this year, but last year I think it was a lot of snow there. Just watching along with you, mate. Oh wow, no pressure on me then to deliver the goods. Thank you very much for choosing the channel to watch. I'll do my best to give you all the action as it happens. As Palace gone long with the free kick. Everton win possession back in the midfield, and they've won a free kick here. Another new subscriber, thank you very much, whoever that was. Really do appreciate it. How's the game been so far? I must say, not the most interesting, but both sides have grown into it. And I must say, Everton have been the better side. Palace have had the better chances. And here they come with Mateta on the left-hand side into the penalty area. Pulls it back, and it's out for a corner. Good defending and positioning from James Tarkowski there. We'll get back to the question in the chat in a minute after the corner. But a lovely surge down the left hand side from Palace. It was Mateta who was released away, and that's the risk with Everton pressing so high. One quick movement and you're away. So they've been good so far. Can Palace capitalise on this opportunity? Eze to take from the left hand side. It's an in-swinger towards the back post, cleared away. Mitchell across to Franca, edge of the box. And Palace go back, and Everton can come forward in their high press. Ball switched across to Eze. What a touch. Inside. Schlupp to the byline. Across. Oh, it's off the line for Everton. Mikalenko saving the day. And here's Tyreek Mitchell. Palace sustaining the pressure here. Jefferson Lerma down the line to Mitchell to the byline, and ends up in the arms of the Everton goalkeeper, the rotated goalkeeper. That was a big opportunity. Schlupp lobbed the goalkeeper from the byline, and it's Mikalenko at the back post, not quite off the line, but he had to get that one right, because any Palace player in the middle there and it would have been 1-0. Where was Mateta? The questions have to be asked. A striker has to be there. Have to be anticipating that. Who's your favourite player? Well, if you're asking for the Swans, currently Matt Grimes, all time Michu. If you're asking for this game, Mark Geehey. He used to play for the Swans. Really like him. Thoughts on Franca? I think he has a really high ceiling. Yeah, he's been brilliant so far, this one. Really impressed me. Calvert-Lewin in the box, and it's headed wide. Yeah, Franca has been exceptional so far this game. Every time he's got the ball, very direct player, likes to get down the line and try to create something for Palace. Pickford watching or what? Everton pressing high, but not a lot of CP players running that counter. Yeah. Pickford off for rotation. 36 minutes played in this one. 0-0. Hopefully we see a breakthrough before half time. Right, here we go. Ball back in play. McNeil goes all the way back to the Everton number 12 in goal this evening. Taps it out to Jared Braithwaite. What a season he's having. I did mention it earlier on. But honestly, I think he's been outstanding this season. Dan Juma on the left hand side. He switched back over. Bit of wrestling going on in the midfield with Richards and Dan Juma. Palace win the ball back. And they're just trying to hold the ball here. And it's Paul from Palace. Once again, they've just given the ball away cheaply. Oh. McNeil almost in for a good chance there. It's very sloppy from Palace. They're lucky to still be in the game at this rate. How has Balassi been for you this season? He used to be a baller, yeah, absolute baller for Palace. It was a 25 mil transfer from Palace to Everton, wasn't it? Or Everton to Palace. He hasn't been as good as everyone sort of thought he would be. He hasn't got the pace he used to have. But his first home game against Huddersfield, as soon as he come on, the first half was boring. As soon as he come on at half time, he was on the left hand side, right in front of me. Every time he had the ball, very exciting player. Edge of the box, Lerma. Oh, what a chance over the bar from Jefferson Lerma. Big chance that for Crystal Palace. Big chance. It was Mitchell on the left hand side. Ball into the centre. Run through Mateta. Eze lays it off for Lerma. He has to be hitting the target there. Edge of the box, but you have to hit the target there. Have to hit the target there. Another big let off for Everton there. The free kick, and that strike was, a few centimetres forward from where the free kick was taken. Has to be hitting the target there. But yeah, Lanet Benassi, he's on a contract till the end of January. I'm unsure if we'll sign him on to the end of the season. I think it depends what manager we bring in, whether they find a use for him. But yeah, still got the skills, not got the pace. But he's very strong as well on the ball. He loves to hold the ball up. I've got to jet off. Have a good stream, lad. Thank you very much, mate, and hope to see you on the channel a lot more. Thank you very much for joining. Been lovely meeting you. Have a safe evening as well. Oh, shot blocked from Everton. Palace get the decision their way of a free kick. And who was it? I think it was Dan Juma. I might be wrong. We'll find out on the replay. Ball into the box from Everton. Anderson. Oh, it's not a great clearance. And Garner come in on the shot. And Anderson recovered well with the block. You see the Swans getting promoted anytime soon? Being honest, no. I think if we kept our old manager Russell Martin, if he had stayed for one more season, I think this year we 100% would have got playoffs at least. But with these owners, it's hard to see us progressing under these owners. This season's not over though. We're mid-table, closer to the playoffs than the relegation zone, although we're in places in the table closer to the relegation zone. On points, we're closer to the playoffs. So I think if we get this next appointment right, we haven't had a manager in a month. If we get this next appointment right, we really could kick on this season and get a playoff place. But as soon as we come back up to the Premier League, we're going to need a load of signings. Probably won't survive in the first season. But I hope to see the Swans back up soon. Palace got a bit of defending to do here yet again. Is that a corner? Nope, goal kick. Sean Dyche having a few words with his assistant there on the sidelines. 4 minutes before half time. Neither side's been amazing, Both sides have lacked that cutting edge in front of goal, but Everton have been the closer of the two sides to getting a goal. That James Garner chance and a Danjuma chance, both big ones in the first half. Wonder what's playing on. Mateta through. Oh, brilliant recovery there from Jared Brain. It's not. It's Coleman. God, I need new glasses. One's massive. One's tiny. Right, here we go. Ball runs through to the Palace centre back Anderson. Geehy. Poor ball over the top, must be said, and given possession straight back to Everton. Coleman's going to go long, the direct route, and they win the throw in. Everton on the near side. Yeah, what a recovery that was from Seamus Coleman, the Everton skipper. Mateta was running down on him, and it was a brilliant recovery from Coleman. Just a slide in last minute. Random question: are you for or against VAR? That is a good question, and to be honest, I'm for it, but a lot needs to change with it because it's not being used in the most effective way. I think since it's been introduced, it's made everyone question all the rules of football, and maybe it was needed. Because you have some offsides. For example, people are saying, "Oh well, if it's a fingernail offside, then it should be given." But the way I look at it, if it's offside, the rule is if you're in front of the defender, you're offside. So I think that's pretty straightforward to understand. It's just people want to confuse it. The handball rule as well. I think it's got potential to work. At the moment, it's not working, but I really think it could be effective. It takes way too long to make a decision, and I think once technology develops a little bit more, it'll be brilliant. But at the moment, it's not working well. Welcome in, Lurk on to the chat. What happened to Tristan24? It's gone, mate. Now goals galore. Coleman is the anchor. Yeah, what a brilliant player. What a career he has had as well. One of the bargain buys of Premier League as well. Signed for basically no money in today's game, and turned out to be an incredibly loyal and brilliant player. How long we're going to have added on? We're going to have 1 minute added on to the end of the first half. Oh, ball across the face of goal for Palace. No one yet again able to get in the end of the cross. It was Franca once again at the byline. Ball across the face of goal. No one can get any contact on it. 30 seconds left of the first half. Mateta back to Geehy. Now Schlopp. Geehy once more. Is there time for one more chance before the end of the first half? Mitchell slips through and he's offside. And that's going to conclude the end of the first half, I reckon. Yeah, first half over. Started quite boring. It's grown in how good it's been. But second half, a lot of improvements needed for both sides, to be honest. Two strong lineups going into it. But in the first half, it's been poor. It has been poor. Overall, that is. Not talking about either sides in particular, but overall it's been quite poor. I hope you and your family are doing well. Yes, we are all good. Thank you, Lurkon. Thank you. You seen the trouble we're in? Yeah, Forest are in the mud. Forest are in the mud. Respect Mr. Hodgson, I'm predicting you're saying there. Not short. a few bobs. Hobson. Let's see which manager is going to have an impact. Absolutely. It comes down to the manager now. Who blinks first almost? Oh, what's going on here? It's not penalties. God, didn't even realise I did that. Good thing I checked. It's meant to be second half. We'll do that after. Predictions for Newcastle versus Sunderland. Well, I'll plug the video in now. We have done the Premier. Let me start again. Let me plug the video. We did Oh my God, why can't I speak? We're doing FA Cup predictions. Right, third time lucky. That video's already out on the channel. Be sure to check it out if you want all the predictions. But as you asked so nicely, I'll let you know. My prediction for Sunderland Newcastle is actually a draw, 2-2. Honestly, so excited for that game. We'll be doing a live watch long here on the channel on Saturday. We'll start 10 minutes early for it. Honestly, cannot wait. But I think it will go to a replay at St James's Park, 2-2, because Newcastle so far, they've not had a good start to the season. Mid-table. As for Sunderland, recently appointed a new manager, and they're just outside the playoffs. I'm pretty sure I haven't looked at the table after the last match week. So it's all to play for. I don't think either side's coming into it as massive favourites. You look at Newcastle, of course they're in the Premier League as favourites, but I don't think it's, over before it started. I think it's all to play for, and it's a derby, so Sunderland will be right up for it, and it's a cup game, so to knock your rivals out the cup will be huge. And Newcastle, if they do lose it, questions have to be asked, because I can't see them getting the top four. They're out of the Carabao Cup, and this is the last trophy they're in, so they gotta do well. They gotta do well. Tell very much for this excellent stream, mate. Half time. Yes, no worries, mate. No worries. Hopefully you're enjoying. I don't feel like it's been my best stream. I don't know. When you start streaming, it's always tricky to get your words out what you're trying to say. So hopefully tomorrow I'm a bit smoother on what I'm trying to say. But thank you for sticking by. I do appreciate it. And hopefully second half I can improve a little bit. Hudson Odoi visiting that island. Financial fair play issues. And then Georgia Shelby released because we had too many loans. Wow. I heard something about Forest trying to cover up with the Brennan Johnson sale, but that was after the time that the papers were released for financial fair play or something like that. So it's very interesting to see what happens with Forest. I think if you get a points deduction, I do feel like you'll go down, but I hope you stay up, to be honest. Hodgson, I mean earlier. No worries, mate. No worries. I understand. As a Newcastle fan, I think we will lose 2-1. I hope it's 2-2. Would be lucky for that. Well, mate, I hope for you that Newcastle can get the win, but as I say, it's going to be a really interesting encounter. And as a neutral, I cannot wait for it. Is Ten Hag almost at the exit? Well, this is the big question. I watch a lot of Mark Goldbridge content. I think he's excellent, to be honest. But I listen to what he has to say about everything, really, because he's a Manchester United fan first and foremost. But he seems to be of the impression where you've got to stick with it, and I completely agree, because I look at my team Swansea situation. I think it was 2 years ago now. We appointed a manager. It wasn't going well, but we recently had another manager that didn't do too well at the club, and I think you've got to give the manager time. He's been in the job, Ten Hag, 18 months? I don't think that's long enough. If you want to... Yes, they've won a trophy last season, set the standards there, but you've got to be giving him a little bit more time. New investors coming into the club, new ownership with Ratcliffe now. I think you've got to give Ten Hag at least another season, another full season on top of this one, and then judge him. Because for me, I think it's still too early. I think from the second half of this season, you can expect results now from Man United. He's had 18 months to implement his ideas, but a lot of the squad at Man United is the issue. You look at how many managers have been at Man United and have not had success. You've got to be looking at the players after that, and the owners. I think the manager is not the issue at Manchester United. I do think it's the players. I think a lot of people agree with me. I think that club is crying out for a complete clear out, to be honest, and start again. So much has happened. It's the biggest club in the world, always centre of attention, and they just need a big clear out there at the club. It starts at the top with the owners, goes all the way right through to the players. They just need to rip it all apart, start again. But I don't think it's on Ten Hag. I think if you want to succeed, there's no point in going round in a massive circle, sacking Ten Hag, appointing a new manager, giving him a season to implement his ideas, and then you're back to square one. Why are we not getting the results? Because the players at Manchester United at the moment are simply not good enough for the expectations that the club have. That's my honest opinion on it all. And I think Ten Hag, if he does get sacked, he doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve to get sacked, in my opinion. Not to worry too much. Enjoyed it. Love to hear it, mate. Love to hear it. Right, time for a water break. United is quite a snobby gang. They can be quite tricky, yeah, for sure, for sure. The expectation at the club as well is massive, so I understand that, and you can't settle for second best. I understand that, but sometimes you need a rebuild, and that takes time. You can't, look at what Arsenal have done. Wenger, he had to go because a few months wanted him gone. Look what he's achieved last season. Look what he's achieving this season with them. Yes, it's not always going right, but you've got to stick through someone thick and thin. You know, otherwise it's never going to work. We talk about loyalty in football. Players these days are not loyal, but the fans, of course, are. You got to stick with your club, and you got to show that sometimes to the players and the staff. You got to show your loyalty to them. You can't just say I'm a fan of Man United and not support the players or manager. Yo Tristan, I hope this stream's gone well so far. Yeah, it's been good, to be fair, mate. Met quite a few new people. We got Lin Yap, Steroli Sannon, two international viewers. We've also got Zed's Klops as well. Sorry if I'm saying any of these names wrong as well, guys. I do apologise in advance. But yeah, it's going well, mate. Going well. Thank you very much for tuning in. To everyone, thank you. Would like a playoff formula in the Premier League, like in American sport. Top 8 in a tournament to determine the champions and Champions League sport, and same for relegation. I think that's something they could add on top of the Premier League, but then for me, it wouldn't be the Premier League. It's turned into like a Champions League sort of thing. I think that's sort of the idea behind the Super League, isn't it? You have a table of the best teams in the world. You play your little league games, and then you split the teams up for a tournament style. I personally don't see the point in it. In America, it works well, and that's what makes the MLS different and unique. But for me, I don't think it should be brought to the Premier League. I do think that would ruin it. Thank you all so much for the support on the stream. Let's have a look at the halftime, because my face cam's in the way, but I was going to explain why the chat can sometimes interfere. Right, let's have a look at the. Of course, anyone watch darts? Let me know in the chat. What do you make of the darts? For me, it was brilliant, and I think the best man won in Humphreys. But what a story for Luke Littler. Right, the FA Cup games to go this weekend. We have got, of course, to this game to cover first. Then tomorrow, hoping to stream Brentford versus Wolves. I think that's going to be a very entertaining game. And then I'll keep you updated with the Fulham and Tottenham scores. So that's the game I want to stream tomorrow. 7:15 kickoff. Then on Saturdays where it gets really interesting because it's the Tyne-Wear derby. Sunderland hosting Newcastle. Honestly, I'm really excited for that one. And we will 100% be streaming it. And then later on in the evening, no 3 o'clock stream. I'll be going to Swansea City versus Morecambe, and you can expect a matchday vlog on the channel from that one. Moving on to Sunday, it's a busy few days, guys. It's a busy few days. We'll be streaming Shrewsbury Town versus Wrexham. I was going to do West Ham Bristol City, but it doesn't seem to be on TV, which is a big shame to be honest, because I would have loved to do that one. But Shrewsbury Town versus Wrexham, giving two of the lower league sides a bit of time and attention. And then we've got Arsenal versus Liverpool on Sunday. I think when I put my planner out on the community tab, I forgot about this game, but we will be streaming this game because that is a massive game. Monday night we've got the final, the 32nd game of the third round. Wigan hosting Man United at the DW, 8:15 kickoff. And then I think it's the draw for the fourth round before it or after it. So have to do that one as well. So it is a busy few days. I've got a lot of things going off. You know, outside of YouTube as well. Got a lot going on with revisions for tests, applying for university as well. So a lot going on. But I want this year to be successful on the channel. I think one of my main goals is to get the channel monetized. For that, I just need a load of watch time. I'm not begging or anything. I'm just simply letting you know my aims for this year as a whole. Glad to hear that, mate. Cheers for your help earlier trying to get my mic working on my streams. We got it to work in the end, which I'm just glad with. Oh, nice one, mate. Nice one. Yeah, it would make the matches boring because it's like nothing really to play for. Whereas when you play every side twice, you know, you've only got 2 opportunities to beat them. Guess you were also against the Super League? Yes, absolutely, mate. Littler got a very good career ahead of him for sure. At 16 years old, you know, he's going to be playing like mid-50s, you know, maybe even early 60s. I'm not too sure how long darts players go on for, but it's certainly not like football where you retire mid-30s. So I'd imagine he'd go for that long. I'm not too sure, to be honest, but yeah, sport is very very rewarding. I think he won 100k just for reaching the semi-final, and no doubt from the reaching the final he got a bit more as well. So yeah, 16 years old as well. What a talent as well. Not gonna lie, I'd love it for a couple of seasons at least. I think it'd be good to trial it, but I can't say I'm a fan of it for forever. But you never know until you try it, so I completely understand your point there. Just got to keep the league rules, yeah, for sure. Wish you the best of luck in uni. Thank you very much, mate. Gonna need it. Got to reply by the 15th, which is 11 days. Stressing a bit. Gonna do something to do with genetics, I think. Medical genetics. I think that's the route I'm gonna go down. What's your discipline? I just try to stay focused, to be honest. I try not to plan. Oh Christ, second half's about to start. Let's get the timer ready. Palace to get us underway for the second half, kicking from left to right in this one. Hopefully it's a lot more interesting than the first half was. hopefully we can see a few goals, because I'm pretty sure these games go to replays, don't they? It doesn't end tonight. I'm pretty sure in saying that. I have to do a bit of research. Right, second half is underway, people. Time is going. Time to put the time of the match up. It is the second half. Here we go in the Emirates FA Cup, third round. Oh wow, let's go. Here we go. Hopefully we get 5 goals. 5 goals in the second half. Wow. Well, we got, what was it, 6, 7 goals in the second half of Liverpool Newcastle. That was incredible. And once again, at the start of the second half, may I just remind you that in the bottom right hand corner is the subscribe button. Drop a like and subscribe. Well, I've just said subscribe, never mind. And let me know you're here in the chat. And I really do appreciate everyone that has joined. Thank you so much for giving up your evenings to be here supporting the channel. Really do appreciate it. And loving meeting all you new guys today. Didn't realise we had so many international fans of the channel. As the second half has also begun, and Palace straight away on the attack, but it's gone out for a goal kick. I may be a bit uneducated about the right winger for Palace, Franco. I thought he was a young upcoming player, but he seems to be more involved in the first team than I thought. I have to do a bit of research after about him. I do usually try to prepare the streams that I've got a few talking points, but this game is purely rolling off the tongue, to be honest. I haven't made any notes. It's been a little bit of a rush to get this one together today. Newcastle could have made that game 4-4, just a bit unlucky, yeah. But do you see the XG stats on it? Wow, Liverpool XG was like 7 or 8 goals. Blimey, that was incredible. Most shots in the Premier League game this season in 34. That is absolutely phenomenal. Just thought I'd pop in here to see how everything was going. Gonna head off now, Trist. No worries, mate. I'm knackered, to be honest. Just done a quick stream to get back into it. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Cheers, mate. Really appreciate that. Thank you for joining in. I'm glad to hear that your stream, you got your streaming working as well. And hopefully for the next one, I can join in the chat and support you. Thank you very much. Hopefully some more goals in the second half. Yeah, hopefully, mates. Fingers crossed. Brandthwaite back to the goalkeeper, who goes long. No nonsense clearance there. In this Sean Dyche Brexit football approach. Yeah, Liverpool should have scored 10, to be fair. Wow. I didn't watch the game. I was watching Mark Goldbridge. That's football live stream on it. I think he's the best at Watchalong, to be honest. He is absolutely phenomenal. A few years ago, when I was just starting YouTube, I cheered of Goldbridge, but I didn't think he was as good as I know he is now. You know, I wasn't watching his content, but my God, he's brilliant. Nunes couldn't finish it. It was so bad I thought I was watching Chelsea for a second. I do know Chelsea are interested in a striker this January. So, who do you guys think would be the best fit for Chelsea? Nicholas Jackson, just for me, hasn't cut it in the Premier League. I know he got a hat-trick against... Who was it against? It wasn't against Wolves. It was against... Tottenham, of course. Late on in the game, he got a hat trick. But for me, he's lazy off the ball, isn't he? Here's Everton into the penalty area. Danjuma, Kalenko now. Here's Garner, winding up a shot, always curling, but not in time, and he's gone out for a goal kick. I watch a pretty unknown channel called The Byline with a bloke called Henry. He's brilliant. I have to check that one out, mates. I have to check it out. Yeah, I think the unknown channels are the best, to be honest, because there's a lot of hidden talent in the smaller channels as well, and it's good to give everyone a chance as well. Here's Franca. Eze, fake shot, now shoots. Oh, what a save! Straight at the goalkeeper, but still yet to be in the way, and it's gone out for a corner kick now. Cheers, Chloe's World. Thank you very much. Corner kick for Crystal Palace now on the near side. An outswinger from Eze. Can Palace take advantage of this opportunity? 50 minutes on the clock. In it goes. Oh! Connection made by Mark Geehee. And straight into the gloves of the Everton goalkeeper. And his long ball is just too long and ends up in the other goalkeeper's hands, Dean Henderson. At the other end. Right, here we go. Palace on the ball, trying to build something up. Everton are just having time to reset the shape. They're a very organised side under Sean Dyche. Franca up against Mikalenko once more. Goes to the byline, goes down. There's nothing in that for me. Nothing in that. Good defending by Mikalenko. Jackson's got better, to be fair, but he's more of a cam in my opinion. It was very... I can't... This happened again. I can't see what he's put there. It's very... quiet option. Right. Yeah, I completely agree with that. He's got the creativity about him. And, you know, he's got a good shot on him, but for me, he just doesn't get into the good attacking positions. Off the ball has worked great for me when I've watched him. Hasn't been great. But, you know, everyone changes. That was at the start of the season, I thought that. And since then, I've only watched him against Man United. This is what I love about the FA Cup. They make majority of the games available to watch on the normal channels. May I ask what was the inspo behind the channel change? Yes, you may. Just making the channel more specific to football, because the previous name, Tristan24, didn't really indicate what type of content we did. So, goals galore. You know, it's in the name. We want goals galore. And football channel, of course. But not only football channel, but I can use goals galore then for other challenge videos where we don't stop until we reach our goals. I don't know who will sign, but Chelsea got back. Bad luck with strikers. I think it's a curse. Even if no one wouldn't be able to. Yeah, to be fair, you know, you look at Lukaku. You know, the last good striker Chelsea had. Torres, Drogba was class. I wish I was, you know, born 10 years before so I could have seen Drogba play a lot more, because he was at the end of his career when I was watching clips of him. What a fantastic player Drogba was. But yeah, Chelsea with strikers. You've had Morata, Timo Werner. I don't even think Timo Werner was bad, to be honest. Just no composure. Cole Palmer is good though. Yeah, he's been brilliant. At the start of the season, he wasn't really getting too involved, but since then, he's developed his game. He's a lot more confident to have a shot. Yeah, he's brilliant, Cole Palmer. Was signing from Man City. Here at Crystal Palace. Poor ball, out for a goal kick. Everton, goal kick. Wish Richardson and Dean are back for Toffees. Let me read that again. Oh, you wish they were back? Yeah, I get you. Yeah, Richarlison's a good player. Hasn't really had a lot of luck at Tottenham. Lucas Dean. What a player. Now at Aston Villa, of course. But yeah, two talented players. Of course, Richarlison was previously at Watford, wasn't he? Long ball from Everton, and good hold-up play from Dominic Calvert-Lewin. And Everton now with the ball in good possession. Brilliant play there from Calvert-Lewin to get hold of the ball. Branthwaite into Onana, twisting and turning. Spurs pass out to Coleman. He's got Lerma to beat now. Coleman has to go backwards and forced all the way back to the goalkeeper. Good press in there from Crystal Palace. First time we've seen a good press from the Roy Hodgson side. Lots of potential. Chelsea just need patience. I trust Poch. Yeah, completely agree. It's like what we were saying with Ten Hag, wasn't it? You've got to give the manager time. If the manager's not got time, he can't exactly produce miracles, can they? I think some managers, you are right to call for their heads when there's no sign of promise. But you know, with Ten Hag, there's promise. With Pochettino, there's promise. Man United don't play nice football at the moment, but the players, you know, they want to play possession-based football. They haven't really got the players to do it, have they? Everyone thinks just because they're at Man United, they're some sort of miracle workers. Unfortunately, not. Everton on the ball here. Mikalenko inside. A nice period of possession here for Everton. Sustained bit of pressure. Harrison now goes back to Ghana. Onana. Branthwaite now. Welcome in, Daniel. Hope you're doing well, mate. Who do you support? I am a Swansea City fan. As you can see behind me, go that way. See the flag behind me and a scarf. Swansea City fan. So this one, I'm a complete neutral. Probably the best way to be in this one. So hopefully you enjoy the stream, mate. If you're new, and please do consider dropping a like and subscribing. Would much appreciate it. We're 2 away from 1,510. I do appreciate all of you more than you all know, so thank you very much for sticking by and supporting the channel. Goal kick for Palace. Henderson hoofs the ball down the pitch. Turnover and possession in the middle. I think honestly this one could be heading for a replay. It's not been the most exciting game to start the third round. Ball in the box for Everton, cleared away. Harrison, edge of the box, left foot shot, blocked, cleared away by Anderson. And Branthwaite will collect the ball now with the goalkeeper. Coleman. Long ball collected by Dean Henderson once more. "13 minutes into the second half. Still no change, and I think very soon we can expect to see a few substitutions from both sides because this game needs something different. It's not working for either side. But saying that, Onana's just conceded a free kick to Crystal Palace in a good position. Jeffrey Schlupp, the man, fouled. It's a good position, not for a shot, but for a ball into the box. It's very promising. Do you do collabs sometimes with other channels? Well, I try to, and I have done, but in the last year it's been really difficult to have time because when you do a collab with someone, it takes ages to actually set it all up and everything. But I'm more than interested with other people to do collabs. It's just I haven't done one in quite a while, to be honest. I used to do quizzes with people, invite them on the channel, but a lot of them I don't hear of anymore. Anyway, into the box, towards the back post. Everton escape luckily. Schlupp with a shot, blocked once more. Palace sustaining the pressure. Mark Geehee with the ball in his hands for the throw-in. Sorry, Jefferson Lerma with the ball in his hands for the throw-in. And Klein's going to take it instead. Here's Branthwaite. Right footed cross into the box. Oh, I'm getting everyone's names confused there, aren't I? Never mind, completely ignore what I just said. Let's read the chat. Daniel, why is this game on telly when you could have had Maidstone or Luton? But yeah, completely agree with you, Daniel. Brilliant point, mate. Brilliant point. And I would have really loved to see either Watford Chesterfield on TV or Newport Eastleigh. That's a big game. I think there could be goals galore in that one. Um, what other games have we got this week? I've got them beside me. We have got. This is the prep for the predictions, people. Behind the scenes, a full A4 sheet of paper. We've got interesting games. We've got. We could have even had Sunderland Newcastle on a Thursday night. Maybe that's not that interesting. But yeah, we've got the likes of Newport Eastleigh. We've got Plymouth Sutton. That's a good opportunity for both clubs. Um, Stoke Brighton even would have been very interesting compared to this. Watford Chesterfield, as I say. Luton Bolton, as you say. Peterborough Leeds. Shrewsbury Wrexham is on TV. West Brom Aldershot as well. So there's loads of games we could have had instead of an all Premier League side tie, which we can see basically every week with the Premier League TV rights these days. As Everton have a breakaway shot straight to the keeper. Should have done better. I didn't know which Everton player it was. Maybe they've made a sub and I've missed it. It's Calvert-Lewin. It's just his hair was undone. That's why I got confused. Because it was a pass back from Klein. Calvert-Lewin's on his way into the penalty area. Right footed shot. Straight at Henderson. Really poor there. No power on it at all. Millwall Leicester, a proper tie. I think that's got potential to be interesting, but the way both sides are playing, I know Millwall have just won the last few, but Leicester this season have been absolutely phenomenal. But yeah, you're right, any other game than an all Premier League game. I don't understand why they've picked Wigan against Man United for the Monday game as well. It always seems that Man United are so hyped up. Corner kick to Everton though. James Garner's going to deliver it. If it's a draw, is it penalties or extra time? I think it goes to a replay. I'll have to double check because a few seasons ago in COVID they changed it, but I'm pretty sure now they're back to the replays and stuff. Let me do a quick Google. Is the FA Cup have replays this season? And it's a corner kick to Everton on the far side, by the way. The corner kick they just had come to nothing. So there is replays again. And just like last year. And there's of course no replays past round 5. From the 5th round onwards, it goes to extra time penalties. Wasted opportunity, yeah. Calvert-Lewin has to be doing better. A player of his calibre. Replays are so annoying. No one profits from it. Yeah, I agree. Just get it done on the night. It's pointless messing around with, setting up a whole new game. I guess it's okay for the lower leagues. The lower league teams because TV money and everything, but when you're like a higher level team like Liverpool, City or a Championship side, you've got games every week anyway, midweek sometimes as well. So there's really no need for a cup replay. It should be like the Carabao Cup where you if it ends in a draw, straight to penalties, get the game over with. You've got a winner, you've got a loser, and move on. Here, Crystal Palace, edge of the box. Referee took his time to think if that was a foul or not from Everton, who break away now. Onana, poor pass. Klein's intercepted, but Everton's still on the run. Mikalenko now into the box. Oh, it's an awkward one. And Branthwaite has to put it over his own. I keep saying Branthwaite. It's Anderson. Anderson puts it over his own bar for an Everton corner here. They're piling on the pressure. Ties the players, yeah, absolutely. And then more players get injured. Yeah. Right, corner kick for Everton on the far side. McNeil will deliver. I think there'll be some substitutions very quickly because this game so far has been dreadful. We've had a few shots from either side, but nothing incredible. It needs a goal urgently. I can't believe they put this one on a Thursday to open the FA Cup third round. Anyway, corner kick on the far side. McNeil in swinger towards the back post. Won by Everton player Onana over the bar. That was a big chance. That was a big chance for the Everton midfielder. Thanks for being here, fam. This game has been dreadful. Completely agree, mate. Completely agree. Do you think Palace play the most boring football in the Premier League? No. I don't, to be honest. I think it's just this game is a clash of styles. Everton want to play direct football. Palace want to have the ball at their feet and keep it on the grass. I think it's just not a great spectacle, to be honest. Yeah, Palace usually free scoring side. I like how they play personally, just not today. Yeah, it's just a clash of styles, isn't it? Yeah, I think Palace are really missing Michael Elise. Whether he's injured or not, I haven't heard anything. He's not long come back from an injury. I think Palace are lacking that creativity in the midfield though. They're also missing Jordan Ayew for me. Second half, Franca has been quite quiet. And Everton being the better side. Here's McNeil. Harrison to the byline. Ball in the box towards the back post. Header one. And cleared away once more. Only for Everton to come back at them. They'll take the throw in instead of keeping it in play. Interesting choice. Eze or Elise? If you're asking me to choose which one I think's better, I think Elise, to be honest, is probably just about edging it for me. But if you're asking if any of them are playing in this game, then yes, Eze is starting for Crystal Palace and still on the pitch for them. Ball into the box, Geehy gets it away. Throw in to Everton once again, sustaining this pressure in the second half. It's been all Everton really. Palace have had what, 5-minute periods of good pressure. Since then, it's been all all Everton. God, I need sleep tonight. Ready for tomorrow's watch-along. Everton on the ball in a tight position on the far side. They've worked the ball back towards Jared Branthwaite. Cross to McNeil. Now it's Palace's time to press. Onana on the ball. McNeil now turns. He's got an overlapping run of Mikalenko. Doesn't use it. Punched away by Henderson. And Everton's still on the ball. Here's Onana. Flicks it across to McNeil. He's got a man with him in Mikalenko on the far side. McNeil once more. Back to Onana. Just letting Palace chase the ball around. Onana once more. He's getting on the ball quite a lot here. Poor pass into the feet of Calvert-Lewin, but Everton have won the ball back pretty easily there. Just a little bit of pressure and they want it back. It's an important part of the game here. Crystal Palace need to hang on because Everton have completely pinned them in. Brandthwaite now. Tarkowski sprays the ball out to Mikalenko on the near side. He's got a bit of space to run into. Finds Harrison. Bit of space. Shot wide. Good spell of possession there for Everton. But, I respect Crystal Palace are a difficult side to break down, but you've got to be doing a little bit better with the ball there. And here are the first changes of the match. Will Hughes coming on, and it's changed to Franca coming off. So that's one of the changes. A goal changes the whole game for sure. Who else one's playing tomorrow? We're playing on Saturday, mate, and we've got Morecambe at home in the cup. There'll be a matchday vlog on the channel for that. Right, Will Hughes is coming on for Crystal Palace, as well as I have to read the name on here. Jeffrey Schlupp off, and Franco, Will Hughes, and it's like Hamada. I don't want to say his name wrong. Let's have a look up here. 29 Hamada comes on for Crystal Palace. Onana just receiving a bit of treatment here from the Everton medic. Do you think Ipswich will get promoted? If they do, it won't be from the automatic places. I don't think it will anyway. They're having a good season, but since the derby against Norwich, they have slipped off a little bit. They haven't won a game. They got battered against Leeds, and they've drawn every game since. So I think they're slipping off. Southampton are 3 points away from them, and I think they'll catch them, to be honest, because a few weeks ago that gap was more than 10 points. So yeah, I don't think Ipswich go up in second. I think they'll be in the playoffs. Whether they win the playoffs or not comes down to the January window, to be honest, who they bring in. Everton pressure, but Crystal Palace look very comfortable with it. And we are caught up to the chat once again. Mikalenko for the throw-in for Everton. Just over 15 minutes left to play in this one. Plus added on time. I really hope it's not a 0-0. That'll be awful. That'll be absolutely awful. Everton on the ball. They go backwards to Tarkowski. Sprays the ball out to Coleman. Trying to play at a faster tempo here, Everton. And the ball's won with Will Hughes in the midfield. Lerma. Eze finds Will Hughes, formerly of Watford, of course, and Derby County. Brilliant footballer is Will Hughes. Richards now goes backwards. He's been alright, to be fair, for Palace this evening. Richards. I thought Frank has been their best player on the pitch until after Dean Henderson. Through the middle for Everton. Shot straight at the goalkeeper, Henderson. Danjuma has to be doing better. The ball broke. Edge of the box. He has to... there's so many wasted chances in this game. Brilliant positioning from the goalkeeper there. But Danjuma on his weaker left foot. You have played ball? If yes, what position? Yes, I've played football. I've played striker, I've played centre back, right back, and I've played in goal. In goal, it was only because no one else would have wanted to go in. That wasn't for any big games. But mostly, my most appearances at striker. Top scorer. Gary O'Neill or Andoni Areola. I've got to choose O'Neill. What he's doing at Wolves. At the start of the season, I thought they were in big trouble. I thought Bournemouth last year were in big trouble. I haven't seen too much of Areola apart from what he's done at Bournemouth this season. Didn't have a good start. I actually watched them play against the Swans. I thought the Swans perhaps were definitely the better side against Bournemouth when we faced them earlier on in the season in the Cup. That was a really good game, that one. But in the last few weeks, Iriola has got Bournemouth playing some lovely football. But yeah, I'd probably just about edge O'Neill. What he did with Bournemouth, keeping them up, no one thought they would stay up, and what he's done at Wolves, he's done terrific, absolutely terrific. Everton got to finish these chances, absolutely. And they're on the attack here with Calvert-Lewin. He's got to play him in. He doesn't. He turns away the other side. McNeil now in the penalty area. Twists and turns. Oh no, what's he doing? Calvert-Lewin. He had to make the pass to Danjuma. He went alone and went the other side. His poor decision making. That was a massive chance. If Calvert-Lewin slips Arnaut Danjuma through, for me they're 1-0 up. It was brilliant recovery work from Calvert-Lewin to win the ball back on the slide tackle from Klein. And then he's got to make the pass to Danjuma. He's open on the right hand side. He wants the ball. Maybe he thought he was offside, but honestly, Calvert-Lewin, what are you doing? Honestly. What is your opinion on Mark Goldbridge? Incredible. Love Mark Goldbridge, to be honest. Yeah, brilliant. O'Neill is such a gangster. Why he ain't passed the football? Yeah, I know. I'm asking the same question. He has to be passing out to Danjuma. They're checking a possible red card, so there is VAR in this one, confirmed. Possible red card though. This will spice it up, won't it? I'm not too sure what it's. Who's it for? It's for Calvert-Lewin. I thought he won the ball quite cleanly. If it's against that Klein tackle, I thought it was a fine tackle. Oh, commentators are hearing that Kavanagh's going to have to go to the screen. He is. We know what this usually means. If Leicester get promoted, will they do a Burnley or a Fulham? I don't think so. No, their squad's amazing, far better than Burnley. So I think more of a Fulham. Let's have a look at this tackle. It is for Calvert-Lewin on Klein. Let's have a look. In slow-mo never looks good. And certainly not on this one. He's gone for the ball. But he's caught Klein in an awful position. Studs showing. I think he's going to get sent off here. Calvert-Lewin. Oh, this is a tricky decision, to be honest. Kavanagh, what's he going to give? He's been sent off, and I can see why. Studs are showing, and that's why he's been sent off. Wow. VAR strikes again. Daniel says never a red. Sterol says no way. Yeah, I think it's because slow-mo and his studs are showing. Right, you guys are going to be impressed with this. We've actually got something to represent the red cards. You're not going to believe this. Where is it? Red card, Dominic Calvert-Lewin has been sent off. Right, it's not for that. Oh no, what are we doing? Red card, right. Can you see that representing a red card, guys? Hopefully that works. I don't feel it does. He's come down a little bit. As the chant from the away fans, "You're not fit to referee," rings around Sellers Park. It was a tricky decision. Zans beats another wasteful tie. Yeah, Absolutely, mate. This one should not have been televised. What a boring game it has been. Wow. I can understand how it's a red, but can you not even go for the ball anymore? Yeah, and that's the thing. That is the argument Everton fans will have on this one. He's gone for the ball. He's not gone in intending to hurt Klein there. But the studs are showing. And when you go stud showing and catch the player, that's ultimately what's been given there. I'm a Liverpool fan, but that is a disgrace. How is he supposed to tackle on his knees? Exactly, mate, exactly. And this is where VAR lacks. I think it's the slow-mo there that's made the decision, really. Because in real time it looks a fine tackle, but it's because his studs are showing. It's so difficult. I think because VAR's the way it is, that's the only reason I thought he would give it, and I was right. But honestly, it shouldn't be a red. Should be a yellow, because he's made an attempt to go for the ball and he's won the ball, and he's caught the player with intention to go for the ball. He's not intended to catch Klein there. Eze with a corner. Front post. Come out to the substitute number 29. Oh, across the face of goal. Nice effort there from the substitute. Can't remember his name. I'm not even going to try and embarrass myself. Reno needs. Is it pass game? Pass to win now. I'm switching sides to Everton because that's a disgrace. Every time it's in slow-mo, you know he's going out. Yeah, for sure. And it's really disappointing because I know it's not been a good game, but it's ruined now. It's ruined the game for the neutral anyway. Are you doing a stream for Swans vs Morecambe Saturday? No, I'll be going to the game, mate. So you can expect a matchday vlog out on the channel Saturday evening. But we've got loads of watchalongs going on this week. Wolves Brentford tomorrow. Timeware Derby Saturday lunchtime. Sunderland Newcastle. Sunday we've got 2, Shrewsbury Wrexham and Arsenal Liverpool. And Monday Wigan Manchester United. So a busy few days on the channel. Make sure you stick around by dropping a like on this video and subscribing with notifications on. There we go. That was a lot to say. In the Premier League, they'll freeze the video. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it is, mate. It is absolutely ridiculous. Game's gone. Good win Monday. Yeah, absolutely buzzing with that one, Callum. I bet you are too as well. Bet you're very happy with the 3 points against West Brom, top side, and a top result in the end for the Swans. 7 minutes to play in this one. Can Palace take advantage of the man advantage? Yeah, that makes sense. In this one, let me know in the chat your thoughts on the decision. But Palace were under big pressure there. Beto come forward for Everton, played the ball across the box to Garner over the bar. I've missed that substitution for Everton. Is it even Beto? Is Wolves Brentford televised tomorrow? Yes, it is. It is. Lerma's off. Edward on for Palace, and Klein's coming off as well for Crystal Palace. And David Ozo is coming on for Palace as well. What a moment for him. I think Tottenham game is also on. I think they're on different channels though. What's your score prediction against Morecambe? I've gone for 3-0. I think it should be comfortable. Should be a comfortable win. But you can never underestimate the sides too much. They'll be up for it 100%. Skied it. If Everton had a striker, they would be top half, even with the points deduction. Big call. Big call. You're not fit to referee still rings round Sellers Park. Fans obviously not happy with that decision. And to be honest, I understand why. I do understand why. I don't think it's a red, but the way VAR is why they've given it a red. And I can understand it. I can see both sides of the argument. His studs are showing, but in the end, he's gone for the ball. Like, what is football coming to at the end of the day? If you can't put a tackle in, how are you meant to win the ball? You know, he's getting a little bit stupid now. Here's Edward. When do you think Luke Williams will be announced? I think it's going to be tonight, isn't it? Or tomorrow. Palace in the box. It's blocked. Out for a corner for Palace. Big chance there. But what a block from Everton. Who is Swansea's best player? We've got a few, but I think probably Matt Grimes is my shout. Zan's Beat says it wasn't a red, and yeah, as I say, I feel stuck in the middle here because I don't think it's a red. If there wasn't VAR, I would say no way is that a red. And obviously the ref thought that as well because he had a good view of it, and he plays on. It's only VAR that's called it back, which is really annoying. I reckon it'll be tomorrow. Yeah, it is almost 10 o'clock actually, so I think the latest they'll announce it is 10 p.m. Otherwise it'll be 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. But apparently Luke Williams did take training this morning. It's exciting news. John Terry would get a red card every other game these days. Mateta bucked for his complaints to the referee and is a man down injured for Crystal Palace, is it? It's hard to see amongst all the bodies. He's off the pitch though, so technically he can play on. It's an Everton player, and it's hard to see from behind. Who's he? Dwight McNeil. That's who. He seems to be in some discomfort. Dwight McNeil. 4 minutes to go. I think this one's ending a draw, guys. I can't lie. And we are going to play on. Goal kick for Everton. They're now playing with 9 men on the pitch. Here's Mark Geehee. Sprays a pass across the pitch to number 29. The guy's name I can't pronounce. Richards now. And Anderson goes back. Pass not doing much with the ball at the moment. Looking for an opening. Across fields past here. Eze was waiting on the end of it. Mitchell, and cleared away by Everton. And is that Beto? I'm pretty sure it's Beto. I missed the substitution taking place. If that is the case, let me just double check for you guys. Dead game, should have watched UV. Yeah, it is Beto. Beto was subbed on for Calvert-Lewin, is it? Let's have a look. Oh no, Calvert-Lewin was sent off, wasn't he? Dan Juma was subbed off for Beto. Right, okay. Andre Gomez is going to replace McNeil, who was injured, of course. A lot of changes. It's hard to keep up with it all, to be honest. Everything's going on. Andre Gomez on for Everton. They're not doing much because they know that. Yeah, 5 minutes left. Yeah, I hope it's not long because it's been boring. But I think probably 4 or 5 minutes added on, as you say. I remember the World Cup last year. The amount of time added on was absolutely ridiculous. And McNeil's going to get stretchered off here. He's already off the pitch, which is why they've made the substitution. But the stretcher's out now, and it's never good to see the stretcher come out. So thoughts go out to McNeil. You never like to see a player get stretchered off, and I don't even know what's happened. How's he in that situation in the first place? I'm sure they'll show a replay of it in a second. So the game paused a minute, while they stretcher off Dwight McNeil. Hopefully he's okay. Right, how long do we guys reckon? I think I'm going to say 6 minutes added on. The board is saying 9 added minutes. Wow, 9 added minutes. I don't think anyone thought it would be 9 minutes. Shot! Oh, he has to score. He has to score. Jack Harrison. It's on the volley, to be fair, but that's a huge opportunity for Everton. The goalkeeper the goalkeeper took the free kick. Everton won the initial header, cleared away poorly by Crystal Palace. Free man was Jack Harrison, right-footed volley over the bar. Really poor, really poor. The Palace fans and Everton fans applauding Dwight McNeil as he's taken off the pitch and down the tunnel, of course. Geehy clips one over the top to Eze in the penalty area, goes down. It's already been booked for simulation. I loved it in the World Cup. I'm not gonna lie, I did find any games super boring, and so we just got more football. Yeah, that's true. That is true. But very stressful for your teams involved when you're trying to hold on to a lead, a slender lead, and your teams are trying to hold on to it. Where did the 9 minutes come from? I'm asking the same thing. I thought that they've added 5 minutes of that just for a laugh. Nine's a bit much, yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Nine's taking the biscuit. We've already played almost 2 minutes of it as the rain smashes down here in London. Will Hughes tries to get ball forward. Well, it's been miserable weather here in London. It's been a miserable game as well. Nothing bright about this fixture. More injuries though. Exactly, that was our point earlier on with the FA Cup games. I know this isn't a replay game, but with the added games, it can easily happen in a replay. Very stressful. They needed the time to get a score on the board. Yeah, I'm sure a replay will suit no side in this situation because they're both at the same level in the Premier League. It doesn't help either side. Now, if this was National League side against the Premier League side, they'd probably play for a replay away from home to try and get the home game, home tie. Everton going. I can't see what it says. Everton going for it. They deserve this game. Yeah, they've been the better side, has to be said. Over the full 90 minutes, well, 99 minutes, which is what we'll get, they have been the better side. But it's Palace with the corner here on the far side. Roy Hodgson, hands in pockets, walking around the technical area, hoping his side can get a late winner here in the FA Cup third round. Eze whips it in towards the back post. Anderson rises, cleared away by Onana, but only as far as the edge of the box. Edwards, into the box it goes, away. Anderson, here's Hughes. Everton get it away. Gomez. A lot of turnovers in the middle. Gomez has just won the ball back. Down the line for Beto, will he keep it in? Nope. It's gone. I would love to see Chesterfield get something out of Watford. I think they will, I think they will. They've got some really good players like Will Gregg, Tom Naylor, good manager in Paul Cook. I think they will get something. If you've not already, please do check out the video I posted, was it yesterday? FA Cup third round predictions. It's out on the channel. Drop a like, drop your comments, and I'll include you in the FA Cup prediction league. If you enjoy predicting games and that, we do it for the Premier League and Championship on a weekly basis as well. So be sure to join in the fun with that as well. Eze with the corner on the right hand side. This time for Palace. 94 and a quarter minutes on the clock. Oh, I don't know what the Everton player was doing there. he just stood still with the ball. But yeah, corners come to nothing. I completely froze there. I thought there would have been a good chance. Didn't know what to say. Anyway, Anderson on the ball for Palace. He's their man of the match. Picking a man of the match in this type of game is really tricky. I would have given it to Henderson, to be honest. Anderson, I can see why they've given it to him. He's put a lot of blocks in, but he's also made a few mistakes. So he wouldn't be my man of the match. I would have given it to Henderson. Beto's chasing down this loose pass. He's in the penalty area. Fouled. Referee waves it away, only to frustrate the away fans as Crystal Palace come away with the ball now once again. Up past halfway, we've got just a few moments left in this one. Mitchell into the box it goes. Eze was waiting for it, but well dealt with by Branthwaite. Scramble in there, and in the end, the Everton goalkeeper comes to collect. 3 minutes to go. Let's have a look at this penalty claim. Anderson has his hands round his waist, around Beto's waist in the penalty area, not letting him move. And as soon as he does let go, he falls to the floor. Beto, literally hugging him. Right, here's Geehy. We've got 2.5 minutes left if there's to be a winner in this one. If it's going to be anyone, it's more likely to be Palace with the pressure they're putting on Everton right now. Everton going to try look for a fast breakaway. Here's Eze on the ball now for Palace. Ozo backwards to Geehy. He's got Mitchell to the left of him. Goes backwards though. Anderson. Here we go. Crystal Palace marching forward. Trying to create an opening. Eze. Now Mitchell. Eze. Shot! Oh, I thought it was in. I thought that was in. Wow, what a moment of magic that would have been. Eze got a shot away. As the keeper got... Oh, what a save from the Everton goalkeeper. He's come in to replace Pickford in this one for the cup. And he's denied a certain goal there. No VAR in that situation, exactly. Very inconsistent. Eze whips one in. Cleared away by Tarkowski. Harrison chasing down this ball all the way. And Everton win a throw in here. Same Henderson, man of the match for me. Good positioning, look reliable in front of all the Everton. But that's a pen to me for Everton. Yeah, completely agree with all that. Completely agree. Couldn't have said it better myself. Will you do the 4th round draw watch along on Monday? Yep, we'll be doing that. I'm just not too sure if it's before the Man United Wigan game or after it, because I'm live streaming the Wigan Man United game, so I'll find out the exact time of it and be live for it. Oh, you've said 8:30. Is it 8:30? Because kick-off for that one is 8:15, isn't it? It must be half time. No VAR in that situation. Yeah, it's very inconsistent, isn't it, mate? Very inconsistent. We've got just seconds left of this one. Geehy goes long. Cleared away by Mikalenko. That's full time. What a waste of 90 minutes for both sets of fans and the neutrals involved. Genuinely could go to sleep watching that. That was probably the most boring game I've watched all year. Wow. Calvert-Lewin sent off in VAR controversy, as this one will head for a replay at Goodison Park. And I think it's fair to say I will not be watching that game. If this one's anything to go by, incredibly boring. Incredibly boring. And you know, here it should just go to penalties, to be honest. Get it over and done with, but no. They wanna schedule a new game. I think it's before the. Oh right, okay. If it's before the game, then I'll start the live stream a bit earlier. Yeah, awful game, mate. Awful game. Hey, thanks for the stream, mate. I subbed and catch you another time. Thank you very much, mate. Really do appreciate that. As I say, live tomorrow for. Let me just run you through it. So we're going to be live tomorrow. By the way, big thank you to everyone that's joined. Honestly, I really do appreciate it. From the bottom of my heart, I do appreciate it. So tomorrow, 7:15 kick-off for Brentford Wolves. We'll be live streaming that one. Start every stream 10 minutes before the kick-off time. But for the Wigan Man United game, if it's the cup draw before, I'll try to fit that one in as well. So tomorrow's Brentford Wolves. Saturday, the only game I'm going to do is Sunderland Newcastle at 12:45 kick-off. And then you can expect a matchday vlog later on when I go to Swansea versus Morecambe. On the Sunday, you can expect a watch-along for Shrewsbury versus Wrexham and Arsenal Liverpool. And then on the Monday, we've got Wigan against Manchester United and the cup draw for the fourth round. So a lot of action for the FA Cup this weekend. I really do hope you all enjoy the video and the streams. Honestly, thank you so much for your support. Zane's Beats, I subbed also. Thanks for the stream. No worries, mate. Hopefully you've all enjoyed it. I know I've been a bit sluggish on some of my words. I'll sharpen up for tomorrow. Have a good night's sleep tonight. Make sure I don't miss any messages. Thanks for making it entertaining. No worries, mate. I'm glad you enjoyed, honestly. And thank you all very much for keeping me busy this evening as well with entertainment in the chat. Honestly, if you guys haven't been here, it would have probably been a very boring stream. So honestly, as much as you thank me, I can only return it and thank you as well, because you guys make the stream what it is, and the channel. So thank you all very much. I'll let you all go now, and I'll go have my dinner. Thank you all very much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed. This one's going for a replay. VAR strikes again as the main headline as Crystal Palace draw 0-0 with Everton at Selhurst Park.